for good discounted prices.
Ugh. I'll need to bathe thoroughly to
You
get
can
this
also
sorted.
find good deals at Slick Deals.
It's sure to give as good as it gets.
Okay, yeah, I'll have to check Slick Deals out, because that's one I haven't heard of before. Oh, you're welcome, Bacon. So, Slick Deals. Yeah, that's one I haven't heard of before. And the other thing, too, to keep in mind, Bacon, depending upon your budget, there's two types at least. At least as far as NVIDIA graphics cards are concerned. The two types of NVIDIA graphics card, there's the GT series, and there is the GTX series. The GT series is a much older graphics card series, so it's going to be a lot cheaper. But if you want a more powerful graphics card for gaming, and especially if you're going to be playing a modded game, you're going to want to invest a little more money into a GTX series graphics card, which is what I currently have, is the GTX, one of the GTX series. So the GT series graphics cards are still available, and they're really cheap. They're really inexpensive, but they're the much weaker. They're the weaker series of the NVIDIA GeForce graphics cards. So if you have the money and you do want the better performance, then you're going to want to invest in a GTX graphics card as opposed to just the GT graphics card. And then the other thing to keep in mind is power supply unit. You're going to need a certain level of, amperage to be able to run a more powerful graphics card, or even a more powerful processor for that matter. Now, like for me, currently when I purchased my Dell, it only came with a 330. I think that's volts or amperage. I forget which it was. Or no, that's wattage. A 330 watt power supply unit. But that kind of wattage was not going to effectively help me run my graphics card. So I basically had to take that PSU out of my new computer, and I had to install a 650 watt power supply unit just so I could be able to run my new GTX graphics card. So you're going to want to
I'm willing to challenge any of you.
you're going to want to pay attention to what kind of watt usage the graphics card is going to consume. Because if you do get a GTX series, and again depending upon how much wattage, how much power your other PC components are consuming, you're probably going to then need to spend money to upgrade your your PSU, your power supply unit. And like I say, for me, I'm currently running a 650 watt power supply unit, which sufficiently covers, it will provide enough electrical power to all of my PC components, really well. So that's the power supply unit is another PC component you're going to want to pay attention to when you start upgrading your parts. Or if you don't mind buying used, try hard forums. Okay, that's another good idea. I haven't heard of them either. Now I have a laptop I have been working on too. Is it the same as PC graphics card? Yeah, laptops I'm not that familiar with. I've never had a laptop, so I really couldn't tell you. Yeah, I mean, I do know that they laptop and desktop work differently, but get a 980 Ti. Yeah, if you're going to get a graphic card, and again, if you have the money for it, probably the best card you could get is a 980 Ti, but those are fairly expensive graphics card. But yeah, if you can get the 980 Ti, you'd be getting a really, really sweet graphics card. Okay, let me talk to my Dawnguard people here.
Hope you're getting along with Isran. It takes some getting used to.
I'm back from Rederin's retreat with the Dwemer exploding ice bolt schematic.
Let's see what you've got there. I see. Similar to the exploding bolt, only this one will cause damage with splintering shards of ice sharp as glass. Charming. Here, let me show you how it's made. Assuming you have the smithing skills, you should be able to make this yourself at Gunmar's Forge. Either way, I'll have some for sale soon.
Okay, let's